All right, First Chronicles 26, let's call this one Organized for Stability, because this chapter is going to take us from the gatekeepers, those providing security around the temple, as opposed to the tabernacle, which had a similar office for many of the Levites. But it's going to take us beyond that to the far reaches of the kingdom of Israel, where over and over again, we're going to see David looking for people of great ability. It's going to say either that or something similar to it at least 3 times in the chapter, as he's going to not only, as we said, set up the administration for the security around the temple, but he's going to set up a structure for finance in the nation of Israel, and also the judiciary. As we mentioned before, one of David and Solomon's great priorities was administering justice throughout the entire society. And since the king couldn't be everywhere, one of the reasons why it was important for them to have people of great ability was that the same justice people could rely on in Jerusalem would hopefully be the same justice they could rely on in the furthest outpost in Israel. And then finally, east of the Jordan, meaning on the other side of the Jordan River, David probably wasn't going to spend a whole lot of time there, and so he needed officials that he could count on. And so east of the Jordan River, the chapter is going to describe David's search for quality men this way. In the 40th year of David's reign, search was made, and men of great ability among them were found at Jazer in Gilead. And it's going to go on from there to say how he took those men from Gilead, men of great ability, to administer business over on that side of the river. And it helped me to understand a principle that we probably heard before. Good administration requires great delegation. And in order to delegate effectively, you can have peace of mind, understanding that this was a period of rest for Israel. He understood that personally he could probably have peace of mind in his later years if he had reliable people to whom he could delegate. And likewise, as he was passing it on to his young son, who was wise but inexperienced, it would put him in a great position. Likewise, just as he tried to surround him with people in Jerusalem who would make the work of building the temple as efficient as possible, he likewise probably knew that Solomon was going to need reliable people on the east side of the Jordan River to minimize the number of unnecessary distractions to take him away from his focus on building the temple and setting Israel up as we mentioned before, what would in 7 years become the greatest nation.